Good afternoon, traders. It's Friday, February the 8th, and I'm here with a special report on the snowstorm in the east and the potential impact on energy markets. When we take a look broadly at the energy markets, really energy falling back today, and that may be some surprise given the large and anticipated snowstorm that's moving into parts of Massachusetts, New York, and Connecticut. But really what we've seen, last night we saw long lines in New Jersey and portions of Massachusetts for gasoline, people stocking up on gasoline in expectation that the power could potentially go out with this storm due to ice, heavy wet snow down power lines. So really what we're seeing is really a surge in demand ahead of the storm, where with potential demand destruction for 1, possibly 3 days or more, depending upon how bad the storm is. From a gasoline, potentially heating oil standpoint, because you can't get it to the consumer. The consumer could potentially be locked up inside for a few days, riding out the storm, and depending upon what cleanup is like as well. So I think you're seeing a little bit of an effect already in terms of prices coming down in anticipation, certainly in gasoline and the crude oil market as well, in terms of just a bit of demand destruction coming from the East Coast area. So that actually may be a benefit to consumers across the Midwest and the West from a gasoline standpoint. You may see the futures prices fall back just a bit more. As it relates to natural gas, one might think, well, if everyone's going to be locked up in their homes for 1, 3, 4 days because of 2 foot plus of snow, down power lines, no electricity, maybe that would actually boost natural gas prices. But I said the key word, no electricity. So if there is no electricity, you really have no electric demand and no demand for natural gas at the time while you clean things up and the power is out. And really the other thing to think about, you have 2 foot plus of snow on top of a roof. Snow actually acts as a natural insulator. So if you have 2 foot of snow on your roof, plus you have insulation up in the attic, you also have another natural insulator on top that's keeping heat within the home or within a business per se, actually reducing some of the demand for electricity. So we saw natural gas take a tumble yesterday, and really that tumble was off of the inventory report that was out yesterday, showing a lower draw than anticipated. But really I think today's follow-through selling is some anticipation of the demand destruction that could occur. If we listen to forecasters, this is a storm that is probably going to be one of the worst, going back to Snowmageddon back in 2010, a big nor'easter storm that happened out in the East Coast. Something along the lines of that storm, maybe worse. It just depends how things shake out. And if we get that much snow, you really could see down power lines, not a lot of electricity for a few days, but also snowpack on top of the home creates a natural insulator, a little less demand. So we're really still basing in natural gas around this 320 level. I wouldn't look for great big moves up just yet. We have a lot of supply, and I don't think we're going to see the demand that we would have seen had the weather been normal. This has been Kevin Craney with RJO Futures with a special report on the snowstorm in the east and effects on energy markets. As always, remember, futures trading is not suitable for everyone and does carry a high degree of risk.